So far this summer we have about 60 guys here. The majority of us have been working at various companies around the area. Then we have morning workouts at 6:30 where all of us get together Monday through Friday, whether it be lift or conditioning or a mixture of both, just in preparation for the season. A lot of film watching, trying to break down our mistakes from last year so we correct those, don't make the same mistakes again. And then a lot of footwork aspects of the game, like we'll see something on film and then come out after lift at night at 7-on-7 just to work on some personnel stuff and different techniques as far as my specific position goes. Yeah. At spring ball, we saw a lot of the younger guys step up. Blake Clemens really stepped up, made some nice plays. He had an interception towards the end of the season there. Another guy's Jai Falusi playing safety. He really started to come along and understand the defense a little bit more, which is one of the biggest steps I feel like transitioning from high school to college is understanding our defense and the concepts. And one other guy would be Matt Wakolchik. He got some playing time last year at the safety position, and he was another guy, loves to hit and really stepped up during spring ball.
Everybody's been working hard, training together. We've been bonding together as a team. We're having great team chemistry, and we're all working towards the goal of Ivy League championship, and we're doing pretty well at that. Our strength coach, Jason Galucci, does a good job of switching things up. Every 2 weeks we change the program up a little bit, and we lift about three times a week, and we condition the other 2 days, and sometimes we condition on lifting days as well. So we mix it together, and it works pretty well. They were so important last year, and they're going to be just as important this year. They know that they have a lot of load to carry in being in returners, and we're going to fill in that fifth spot for Matt Reynolds. But they're all here working hard every day, and I think we'll be fine next year.
I mean, I think this team is extremely close. A lot of guys will be returning next year, so we have a lot of experience on the field. And with a lot of returning guys becoming seniors, we've had a lot of experience off the field too, in the classroom. And over the summers, just staying together and becoming brothers more than teammates. From the perspective of a defensive lineman, we definitely need to get our pass rush down. I know we didn't have as many sacks as we would like to next year. We'd like to get our hands on the quarterback, cause disruptions. On top of that, that's going to create turnovers, fumbles, interceptions, and I think if it starts up front and works to the linebackers. I think they did an excellent job last year. They really covered where they needed to be. They filled their gaps. And as long as I think we're in position to make our plays, I think our defense is going to be a very solid unit next year. You mentioned Buck, Coke, and Met. They were great players before us, and I learned a lot from them. And taking what they've taught me, I can teach the young guys, especially Mike Catapano, who's going to be a big player for us next year. And then even some of the older guys who are still juniors, like Joseph Bennett and Matt Boyer, just bringing those guys along and kind of teaching them the process that we want to go through in terms of winning every football game, in terms of doing all the small things, in terms of all the little things that matter, that every inch that counts in towards becoming Ivy League champions. I remember a lot of attitude those guys had. Those guys feared nobody on the field. They didn't take anything from anyone. They left it all on the line, and they knew they were going to win every game when they stepped on the field, and it really showed in their 9-1 record.
As a receiver, I think one of the best drills you can do is just really catch the ball and just be out there throwing as much as you can with the quarterbacks that are going to be giving you the ball during the season. Another thing that we do is we catch a lot of tennis balls from a tennis ball machine we have in the locker room. It's kind of tough to start off with, but I think it's helped me majorly, made major improvements with my catching ability. I think that from the spring and even from before the spring, these quarterbacks have made great strides in what they need to do and what they need to be capable of doing, leading the team-wise and being on the field. I think that we're going to be in a strong spot because going through camp as a quarterback, you're going to be game ready. Our camps are not something to be taken lightly. They're going to give us a lot of situations, give quarterbacks a lot of opportunities to get comfortable running the offense. And with our scrimmage and everything, I think we should have a quarterback that's going to be ready to lead us. I do feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the offense. It has been simplified a little bit since my freshman year, but I think that the only way you're really going to learn an offense, the best way you can learn an offense is actually getting on the field and getting those reps. And that's why it's so hard for freshmen coming in, sophomores going in. They just don't have the reps that a junior or senior will have offense-wise, like in practice and in games. And I think that's just one of the reasons why I'm a lot more comfortable out on the field, like running routes and whenever I have to be. to play. I love going to camp because, I mean, it's just one step closer to the football season, and it's a place where you can go and show off your skills, try and win a spot, try and hold off a spot if you can, and I mean, a lot of things can happen during camp, and it's just the best thing short of the season for me.